What's up, people? Welcome back. This is weekly market breakdown, and this is EurUsd H4 time frame. So the first thing you do when you open a chart, you look at the Forex time frame because this is your order flow, and you always checking your flow of the day before you check other time frames. So first thing, you remove all your drawings and start with a fresh and clean chart. So this is the 4H high, and this will be the low, and that is your 4H market structure. It's completely bullish, and when you have drawn your 4H structure and when you know your 4H direction, then you go to the weekly time frame to see if there is any resistance or any fractal where there is liquidity. As you can see here, we have this weekly high. If you can set it right here, as you can see, there is this weekly high which has been hit, but if you look this candle is very bullish and fat. You can expect the next candle to be bullish. It's probably going to give some pullback, but it's not gonna give reversal or something like that. So if we think on the weekly time frame, and the weekly time frame is sitting at this low and this high, so we are bearish on weekly time frame. But what we are looking and where this price is actually reaching, there are two places where I'm thinking. The first is the OB, which is sitting at the top, the first candle where the push started, and the second is there is this inefficient price action. As you can see, this week and this week there is a gap in the market, and there was only selling. So algo will probably gonna reach this place and clear this gap before starting a new sell or direct shift in direction. So as of now, weekly time frame is in a pullback phase, right? So the first thing, we have our 4H time frame flow, then we look at the weekly time frame. There is not enough problem at the moment on the weekly time frame. And if you go to the daily, as you can see, we can close this one. The daily low was right here, and the high was here, which has been closed above. As you can see, this candle closed above this high, which means the daily flow has shifted from bearish to bullish. We do not have the fractal high at this moment because we need to have the one more candle before we can have a fractal high. So at this point, this is just for an example. If this is the high, and the daily low will be this right here, and let's just set visibility in 4 hour. So this is our bullish market structure on the daily time frame. So we have 4H bullish and daily bullish, but we have weekly bearish, but we are in nowhere near our weekly important zone, which is first zone is this inefficient price action, and the next is this block, which is quite far away at the moment. So we will keep expecting the price to pull back and go up, pull back and go up. So let's go back to the 4H time frame. So how I will be approaching this market, as you can see on the 4H, this is high and this is low. As you can see, there is no wick on this candle. That means we can have another candle which probably go up, down, and we probably gonna have a different high. But let's just say, for this as an example, this is the high and this is the low of the market. We're gonna have a pullback, right? So I will be approaching. There are 2 or 3 ways where market can react. The first thing can happen, price pulls back, tries to go up, create some kind of a double top here, and then comes back, takes this liquidity. When you are in this flow, you have liquidity in line with the flow, and then you only wait for market structure break, some kind of 15-minute, 30-minute, 1H, whatever you want to see. And when there is MSP, you look for pullback and then continuation. The first scenario could be this, and the other one can be price comes back deep into the block, tries to go up, create some kind of a double top, do not take this liquidity, but create instead a double bottom. Sorry, it creates a double bottom and then tries to go up, break some structure here as well, but smashes down because they took this liquidity and they created buyers in the market, and then they took all this liquidity sitting down under, and then they break structure, and then continuation with comes because overall flow is bullish. And this candle which takes this liquidity should not close below, it should just close as on red. And this is the second scenario, and the third could be price comes back, goes up and breaks this low below this level and close below this level and pull back, and the Forex structure shifts from bullish to bearish, and then continuation and breaks and takes this liquidity on the daily time frame. This is the daily low, takes this liquidity and tries to go up and break some structure here, and then pull back and continuation. This is basically the third scenario what I'm looking for, but I am more likely want to see price come back, create some double bottom and take this 4H liquidity and continuation. So this was the 4H time frame on EurUsd. So I am looking for bullish price action in the coming week. So let's go to the GbpUsd, my second pair which I trade. So remove all this drawing, and first you have to set your 4H structure. This is the high, it hasn't print and fractal, but it is a fractal high, and fractal low is the closest fractal low, which is right here. So as at this moment we are bullish on the GbpUsd, but we have to see on the weekly time frame, is there any problem against our flow. We can check on the weekly time frame. As you can see, weekly is completely bearish. This is low and this is high of the weekly time frame, and we expect to market to keep continuation with this flow at the moment. As you can see, there is this block sitting at this top, and there is also inefficient price action similar to euro dollar, and what we can see, price to reach at least this level, and that can be our sell zone based on the weekly time frame. But as you know that I only trade 4H flow, so it has to first shift from 4H time frame to look for selling entries. So at this moment it is bullish, and we have over point of interest far away, so we can expect that there is not enough problem on weekly time frame. Whatever is gonna come is gonna come as a pullback. So let's go to the daily time frame. As you can see, daily time frame, if this is the high, if the next candle closes below, that will be over high and this will be over low. All right, so what I'm seeing here is this high has been cleared. As you can see, this is not a problem, and we have this high sitting up here. If you just remove this, we have this high. So one thing you need to know, that when there was a low on the daily time frame and the high was right here, when this is broken and when the structure has shifted from bearish to bullish, now the next daily highs is not gonna change anything. It's just gonna change the fact that this is going to be a reversal. These all are reversal points. If they take liquidity, if the price takes liquidity here and here, it's going to take some reversals. As you can see, this candle actually took this high, and the next candle actually had some pullback, and then just started with the overall direction on the daily time frame. So when the daily structure is broken, what you look for on the weekly time frame, and the weekly high and the weekly money is sitting right up there, or weekly order block is here, in which we can think that price might reach here, pulls back, and then take some liquidity, break some structure, and continuation based on the weekly time frame. So it is far away, so we are expecting market to just go higher. So on the daily time frame, as you can see, if this is the high, if this close as high, as of now it's not closed as a fractal high, it probably gonna just continue with this flow. So this is the low, so there is not enough problem there's no problem on the higher side, right? So we go back to the 4H time frame, how we can approach this market. So how I will be approaching this market is basically I want this to come down, go up, takes liquidity on 1H time frame or 4H time frame, break some structure and continuation. This could be the first scenario, and the second can be price comes deep into it, tries to go up, create some kind of a double bottom, and then take this 4H low and continuation. This could be the second. As you can see, it should not close below this level. The third can be it definitely breaks this 4H low, which means that over 4H flow will be shifted from bullish to bearish, and we can even look for continuation trade somewhere around here if this presents an entry criteria, and then continuation and takes this daily liquidity. When this daily liquidity is taken, because daily is also bullish, so in line with flow, break some structure and continuation. So this could be the third scenario, and the most probable one is double bottom and take this liquidity on 4H time frame and continuation, because we have a very bullish move and I expect to think this way. And this was GbpUsd. The last one is UsdChf, and we just remove all these drawings. As you can see on the 4H time frame, this is low and this is high. We are bearish on $CHF. And let's go to the weekly time frame. Do we have anything? So on the weekly time frame we have nothing. This is low, but one thing we do have here, this low got cleared, price going up, and there is definitely some order block sitting here. If you go to the 4H time frame, as you can see, this last candle here is an order block, but I don't think it's gonna work out because it has double bottom on the daily time frame. As you can see here, this candle, this fractal low on the daily time frame has a double bottom. So price approaching this double bottom, I expect price to continue with the overall flow, and the overall flow is, as you can see, bearish even on daily time frame. And if this is the low on the daily time frame, because we need next candle to print higher than this, so then this will be the low and daily high will be here. And considering that, what I think on the 4H time frame will happen, price will pull back and take this liquidity. This 4H liquidity will definitely be taken before we can continue selling and take this bigger double bottom on the daily time frame. So let's say if price breaks 4H time frame flow, something like this, and what we will do, overflow will become bullish, and we can even look for bullish entries somewhere around here. And let's say if it takes this liquidity, it's not gonna create a reversal in the market. It's just gonna create a pullback and continuation until it takes this daily liquidity, because 4H high has been taken here, so this high doesn't really matter. It's only going to make a pullback. There are a few exceptions. Sometimes it does happen, it takes reversal, but most likely it's gonna give us a pullback. And this, when this liquidity is taken in line with the daily flow, we expect to see a tank in the market, which will be taking this double bottom and actually going to take this low on the weekly time frame. So this was my view in the coming week. I only trade these 3 pairs, and I hope you got a ton of value. And please subscribe to this channel, and I will continue to make more content, and definitely I will see you in the next one.